Hello, this is Vampire, and this video is going to be my first impressions of the polymer tool. As you can see, it flips very smooth. It's quite comfortable. Feels pretty much just like any normal karambit would. When looking at the polymer tool, I think the first impression that most people are going to have is that this is a training knife. But if you go to his website at krudoknives.com, it's actually listed as a controller. Controller meaning that this is actually a functional self-defense tool. In my opinion, this doubles as a training knife, so not only can this be used as an actual self-defense tool, but I think this makes for an excellent training knife as well. Really, it comes down to the shape, the very unique shape. So if you're interested in the Snag knife, or you just want something that's a very effective self-defense tool, and you want to familiarize yourself with this shape, this is a very good tool to have. You could practice your slashes, all various kinds of slashes coming in here, and then you could also practice stabbing in, and of course the snag, the actual hooking technique, and also using different areas. This is definitely a safe way to get familiar with this unique shape, and also to practice. You could start on yourself, so you could start, you see, going like this and start figuring out areas in your anatomy that you could actually use this, you know, and even within the muscles itself, you could find areas that can hook into or can dig in. There's a lot of pressure points that this would be perfect for, and because of that, because this is so good for finding pressure points and stuff, I've actually been using this to give myself kind of a massage in difficult areas like this to hook in, and it feels good in that area as well. But you can imagine just the tip right here going underneath the ribs over here can cause a lot of discomfort, or just even dragging it along the rib cage can be very painful. Of course, the collarbone, and once again in between the muscle tendons. I mean, it's a very, very interesting design. Okay, this polymer is basically a heavy-duty plastic. If you could see just how thick it is, and especially right here around the handle area, it becomes wider, which is a very nice touch in my opinion. Just makes for a much more comfortable grip. The ring itself, very, very smooth, obviously because it's plastic. Once again, flips very, very well, and then you can feel just all the other areas. There's nothing really hazardous or dangerous about carrying this, so you could have this in your pocket. I just did earlier. I carried it with me, and you could have it this way, you could have it this way, you know, inside. You know, even having this nearby the bed wouldn't be a bad idea. Compared to a fixed blade or something, I wouldn't be as worried, because you know it's relatively smooth, but it still has that point that is going to be useful for self-defense situations that could be brutally painful. Okay, something I want to show you guys real quick. Okay, you take this, put it right here, and you see that motion right there. Just rocking it like this, you can see how the belly of the blade region is going to come this way. So the blade version, I can tell just by spending time with this safe polymer tool that, look at that, it's going to be very, very good at slicing. All right, now let's put it in the reverse. Okay, put it right here, and you can see the ring right here. Push on there. Look at that. Okay, it's just a reverse motion, but the tip is going to dig in big time. It's just leverage. It's just physics is all it is. Instead of just having a straight line, because of the S-curve, you're getting even more leverage. More usage that I could see right away is, if you look closely, this area is nice and flat. Now some people may have preferred it to be sharper, almost like a letter opener, a pseudo blade type, but for one, you could actually use this to press up as if it were a blade against someone's neck right there, okay? During the heat of the moment, they may not even know that this is not a blade. Just by putting it right there, you know, you whip something out like this, I think it's going to cause some fear automatically. But just for pure control, pinning them against the wall that way, I think you get nice, solid leverage without cutting, right? So it's nice and flat. Another thing that I can see immediately is because of the nice ring here, okay, it kind of gives you a little bit of snappy motion. In this shape right here, it's almost like a blackjack, okay? So I can see that you can actually, you can hit a person with this, you can whack them on the head, and it has that nice area that's sticking out this way, so you could just smack them this way. And with my grappling background, I could already see some excellent usage. Basically, if you get two grapplers, same skill, give one of them this, that person's obviously going to have a huge advantage. With something like this, I would feel very comfortable grappling with it and also not worried about hurting myself. But then, like let's say I get a person in a rear naked choke, I can use this for tremendous pain-causing leverage to make the choke, you know, you're distracting them, causing more pain, more confusion. It's going to make your submissions even more powerful. But let's say they're protecting very well, they're tucking their chin down, and I'm not able to get the choke. Maybe I could hook right into the nostril and then start ripping their neck this way, and then it'll expose the sides again, and then I might be able to switch to a different type of modified choke. So, you know, lots of good ways to use this tool.